What's good happening, you guys? Welcome to the Art Kalam podcast show. In today's episode, we would be hearing from Jaya, who is a public speaker and also helps people with communication skills. It was a fun filled episode where we talked about her experience, communication skills, movies, and series also. So grab your earphones and let's get into the video. Welcome to the show, Jaya. I'm very happy to have you in my show. First of all, please introduce yourself to the listeners.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me. Thanks for having me in the first place. So basically, it's kind of podcasting. I have done personally. I have a separate podcast in the name called the Expound, but I have never given interview in the podcast. Not much podcast I have given interview. So it's so good to be here. Thanks for inviting me. So I would like to thank my people whoever is inviting me. So thank you for so much for that. So my name is Jaya to the people who are listening to this podcast or video in YouTube. So my name is Jaya. My full name is Jaya Jagdish, and I have an Instagram account where I post reels, where I post videos and posts on English speaking skills, communication skills, and about public speaking. Because I feel like these are the important skills which people will need in their life, and these are the important things which will help people in their growth as well. So I've realized this, and then I thought, okay, fine, I need to help people on this. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, so can you explain what is the expound? What does it mean?
Yeah, so basically what people think is that, what is this weird kind of name, The Expound, like out of nowhere, from where did you get this name? Many people asked me, to be honest, I never thought that, okay, fine, I'm going to make content creation, I'm going to, have this name called The Expound. But, one day what happened was I just named my YouTube channel called Jaya XOXO. It's just like that kind of some weird name it was,
Yeah.
Jaya XOXO. I just
Mm.
put it there. But then suddenly because at that time I was not at all serious. So I thought, okay, fine, let's just, put some
Hmm.
random name or something like that. Because first thing is that nobody's going to watch your video. Second thing is that you're not going to share your videos to, your friends and family. So obviously they are not going to watch it. So I thought
Hmm.
I just thought that, okay, fine, people are not going to watch it. So obviously, we can just put on some random name or something like that. So but then slowly I started posting videos on YouTube. But then I realized that, okay, fine, this is this is getting serious. I'm getting addicted to this kind of video creation and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
the thing is that I like being in front of the camera. So I like people watching me.
Oh.
I like people watching me talking in the stage. I like to be a public speaker. So at this time I realized that, okay, fine,
Hmm.
maybe this is what you have to do in your life. Maybe people are waiting for you so that you can train them. People are waiting for you so that you can inspire
Hmm.
them. So that's when I realized that, okay, fine,
Hmm.
so I'm here. Like till now I didn't do anything in my life. So from now on, let's just start a new phase where I should explore myself. So that's when, okay, fine, I'm just going out of nowhere. You asked about the name. Okay, fine, let me tell you that first. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So what is that? The main thing is that I told you I just randomly started naming my channel. But then I thought, okay, what am I doing in video creation? I'm creating videos where I explain things. Before previously I used to make
Hmm.
videos in black holes, like out of nowhere. I used to make videos like how to lose your weight and stuff like that, about social issues,
Some
about movie
random
reviews.
things you, yeah.
Yeah. So it was, it was so random, like out of
Hmm.
nowhere I start, because I told you, right, I was not serious at all. So I thought, okay, fine, let's just post
Hmm.
some random videos. But then I
Hmm.
realized, okay, I have to have a niche. I have to have some specific topic where I should be making videos. That's when I thought, okay, fine, what is some, I searched the name, like what is some synonyms name for
Okay.
explanation. So that's where
Hmm.
I actually found expound. So I, okay, fine, this also looks good, right? That's when
Oh.
I thought, okay, fine, the expound. So the
Yeah.
name of, I mean, the meaning of this name, the expound, is, you can say, explanation. But to be honest, I thought of
Yeah.
changing the name because I don't know, I kind of felt it like so
Oh.
weird, because I actually wanted to keep a name where half of my name should be there and the rest of the name should be something else, something related to the
Hmm.
video content, whatever I'm making. So I thought like that, but then I don't know,
Hmm.
I slowly concentrated on my video creation. Then I just forgot about the name only. But then slowly I got views and
Okay.
I got followers on Instagram. So I think it's just like that. The expound, it
Yeah.
just came along with that.
Actually, I think after you started posting about communication skills, and your followers were keep on increasing, and now I think it's nearing 45,000. Yeah, am I right?
Yeah, not 45,000, but 42. It's in 42.
42. Yeah, that's nearing
42,000.
45. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to ask you that what is so much important that one person should have communication skills, that too particularly in this age and after this pandemic, how communication skills will be helpful for persons.
Yeah, so the main reason why I took is that this field is that I was facing a lot of issues in my life just because my communication skill was not good. So as you know that I mainly concentrate on English speaking skills, English communication.
Yeah.
Obviously, communication also comes under that. So what I feel is that when you are living in your life at that point of time, if you want to convey your message to people, obviously I think you need to be able to deliver that message properly. So there can be a lot of misunderstanding which can happen when you're trying to talk to other people or something like that. Or you will have so much idea in yourself, but then the problem is that people won't get you the exact idea whatever you're telling about. So for example, I'll give you a job interview itself. I can tell you that just imagine that in your first year, second year
Yeah.
of college, you are you're studying so hard, you're clearing all the semester, and then but you're creating the project as well. Okay, you're thorough with every concept, everything. But at the end of the day, you're going to explain that project, explain your experience to the interviewer. And at that
Yes.
time, if you didn't have good communication skill to express your ideas to the people, I think it doesn't work at all. So your image just literally goes down. So at that point, if you want to impress people with your skills, I think communication skill comes, I think it makes it to the top 5 or something like that, because that is so necessary in people's life. Not only in college students, even when you're working in an office, you have to convey whatever message you have to your boss in a clear manner, so that you should not get irritated or something like that. So you need to maintain
Yeah.
all that situation. And I feel like communication plays an important role in everybody's life. And you can actually
Yeah.
take an example of my life itself. So when I was in my school days, people used to troll me a lot. Okay, so at that time what happened was people used to tell me like, why you don't even know to speak proper English, then why are you even trying? People were like, why are you even trying? So basically this trying kind of thing was, people used to look like that. Oh, you're trying, you don't even know that you're trying, how can you try that? So
Yeah.
people, they will just bring us down and stuff like that. So that's when I realized
I have
that
faced that. Yeah.
yeah, I think most of the people have faced it. Even guys, I can take an example. If you are in the podium or somewhere, if you're on the stage, and if you're trying to talk in English, your friends, they'll be like, "Ah, talking in English,
Yeah.
what are you doing?" and stuff like that. So at that time, you automatically, become underconfident. You become like, "Oh my God, I belong to them." So they don't do these kind of things. Like talking in English and stuff like that. So basically, I should belong to them. For that, I should be like them. So what people consider is that, okay, I just have to the flock of ship people tell, right? So if one ship goes to that place, every ship goes to the same place, like
Everything.
to the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah.
So people have that mentality, people have that mindset, and then they just be in the box. They don't try to come out. So even I was in the box. When I tried to come out of it, I faced a lot of issue, and that's when I realized the importance of this. And that's how I actually thought to train people on the same. So after I developed the skill, yeah.
Mm. So actually, it's very good to hear that you're telling first you were uncomfortable. I mean, people trolled you for not speaking good English, but after you were out of your comfort zone, you are like helping them in English and all. So it's actually very nice to listen. And actually, I saw your video. It's a reel, I think. You have posted like a bloopers of your videos. Actually, what happened was. I also made a blooper video, but I didn't post it in social media. I just randomly sent it to my friends' WhatsApp groups, and the irony was that they were trolling me like the blooper video itself was a scripted video, you know. So actually they don't know how like irritating it will be, like when in some days you can shoot the videos very easily, but some days it will be so frustrating that you will say everything wrong, whatever, if it's scripted also you will say everything wrong. So yeah, that's a thing. And my next question to you, Jaya, will be that what is public speaking? If you can explain that to the listeners, and what's the real thing, because many YouTubers and Instagram influencers are talking about public speaking lately. So what's your take on that? First of all, explain what is public speaking to the listeners. Yeah.
Absolutely. So you can actually consider that public speaking is also one of the skill which I'm actually training people on. So basically, public speaking is something where if you go and talk to people, it's not that you have to stand there and you have to talk to hundreds of people. Then only it's called public speaking. It's not that. Even though if you're talking to more than two people, right? That's called public speaking. People who don't know you, people who are strangers. If you're going, if you're talking to them, that is a kind of public speaking. So people, it's a myth that public speaking is talking in front of like more than 100 people. It's not like that. And even though if you're talking to that two people, you will definitely be nervous. So for example, I'm just taking a random example of someone. At that time,
Yeah.
a teacher says to that guy that there will be you're going to talk publicly to the people. I cannot tell you how many people will be there, but then what that kid will be thinking is that okay, there will be many people. So he'll be stressed and he'll be preparing for that, thinking that there will be more people. But then suddenly what happens is that there are only two people. So this preparation is the same thing, right? Like whatever thing he prepared for 100 people, the same thing is going to deliver to the two people also. He's not going to be like, hey, only two people are there, so let's be friends and stuff. He's not going to be like that, right? So what I tell you is that public speaking is something which you convey your message, through which you inspire people. So for example, if 100 people are listening to me, I should be useful to that 100 people. Okay, I should make their life valuable. I should teach them something so that they can be they can remember this till the end of their life. So that's what I believe. And also you might ask me, why is this important? Why public speaking is important? I think you might know this. People are so scared of three things. The first thing is, I think, death, like dying is the first fear, and the second fear is public speaking. Can you imagine? Second or third, I don't exactly remember, but that comes under the most feared, most scariest thing what people undergo. So public speaking also comes under that. Circumstances only. So for example, I think if you're giving two options, that go and die or go and public speak, at that time also people will remember, like people will keep on thinking this or that, this or that. So that people will get confused, because both of the ways are difficult ones, right? So and the people actually they might find it difficult. The main reason is that they are so scared, the fear of public speaking. That's what people say, and that's there. Like every people, it's there, the fear of public speaking. And I'm sure that everybody would have faced that. People think that that person is so confident, that person is rocking the stage. Whenever that person goes to the stage, that person is able to talk well. And at the same time, you have to ask the same person who was talking in the stage, how was your first day of the speech? That person will tell that was drastically, it went drastically. It was not at all
Terrible.
good.
Yeah.
That will be the first ever reply of every public speaker. So just imagine that. In the first time itself, that person said, no, yaar, I can't do this. I'm so scared. I can't overcome this fear. At that time, if that person leaves if that person is not trying at all, that person wouldn't have been in this position. That is the famous public speaker or whatever that person is today. So, what you should feel is that when you try that situation, when you be there, when you get in that field, when you try it, then only, you can succeed in that. And another myth is that what people think is confidence is something which that person has. That is the reason why that person is able to talk. I want to ask this question to every people that confidence is not something which you're born with. Confidence is something which you develop in your life. Just like when you were a toddler, you
Yeah.
actually you couldn't move at all. Your
Mm.
parents helped you, but then later you are the one who who pushed yourself. That's the reason you're able to walk, you're able to dance and everything, right? So you have to push yourself. You
Yeah.
have to think that you're capable. If that person can do it, anybody can do it.
Mm.
That's what I feel. So I'll give you an example of people,
Yeah.
why people say that if that person can do it, then you can do it too. I'll give you one example. There is a girl who have won this
Mm.
competition recently called Miss Universe. At that time, what happens is there is one girl. She had a lisp. Okay, she could not talk properly, and she had she had that stretch marks in her. She had that marks in her body. So at that time, she was so scared. Whether that I won't be able to do it. So the main problem was that she had a lisp. The main competition is that you have to speak in front of the crowd. They'll be asking you three questions. I think two questions something. You have to answer that question can be anything, like out of nowhere they can ask you the question. So in front of that much audience, you should be able to talk fluently, but that girl had a lisp. So just imagine, but still that girl stood there in the top 5 and she answered that question. Can you imagine why? What is the reason behind this? It's all about the confidence which she had. The confidence is the one which actually made her talk, which made her overcome that fear. Okay, so from this you can understand.
And do you think practice is important for that for that level of confidence?
Absolutely, practice is totally important, because confidence alone is not important, obviously, because you are with the confidence. If you want to stand in the stage, if you want to deliver a speech, confident is the one which plays an important role in that particular time. But obviously, what will happen if you're just confident, and if you don't know the content, whichever whatever you're gonna speak. So obviously you need to practice it. I think practice in the sense, it's not like you mug up few things. It's not like that. You should do it practically, and mostly I think if you're practicing it again and again, it will be natural to you. It will come natural. That's what I believe.
Okay. Next question will be what are few tips you can give to college students who are who has just joined the college or going to complete the graduation? What should they know about the real life things? If you have to give a presentation in your office itself, how to address, what are the few tips, simple tips, basic tips you can give to them?
Yeah, okay. So
definitely they must follow your page, definitely. But apart from that, what tips can you give?
Yeah, okay. Okay, fine. Apart from that, what I want to tell you is that, see, suppose if few college students are entering the college, you should not only think about getting marks in the exam, like you should pass the semester exam. That should not be your only concern. Apart from that, you need to develop other skills. So if you think in interview itself, only like 30 to 40% comes the theory part or something like that, but the rest of the things is about the skills, about the practical skills which you should have. So I would tell you that if if your staff members are telling you that programming is important, C++ you should know, Java you should know the programming language. Okay, fine. I'm not telling you that you should not consider that advice or something. You should not learn that at all. You should learn that as well. But with that, you should be able to know how to treat things practically, find a solution practically, and you have to develop few other skills as well. And I'm sure that those people who are passing out, they actually would have already developed a few kind of few skills already, because there is kind of subjects which is related to English speaking, communication skills and stuff like that. But what I feel is that this college and schools, they don't treat this soft skills much important. They just treat that as a some side of subject or something like that. What I'm telling is that obviously I'm not a prime minister or education minister or something. They're not gonna change, but I'm just telling you that they should actually implement this as well. There should be class for the soft skills as well, because that is the one I think which actually make the people confront the public or the society. So that's what I feel. And apart from that, obviously you need to be involved in extracurricular activities, because I think the college life is like so precious, which I am like missing it right now. But what you should do is that whatever time you're getting it, you have to utilize it. You have to make that how you can utilize that well, how it can help your future. Yeah.
what are the series recommendation you will give to the listeners?
Series for like what? Like to binge
Because
watch or
you
to improve something?
not to binge watch, related to communication, um,
Okay.
because it's lockdown everywhere. So yeah.
Okay, fine. So, what you can do is I'll give you some recommendations. That is, if you want to improve your vocabulary and, if you want to know
Hmm.
how people talk, like this American slang, British slang, if you want a British accent and stuff like that, if you want to understand that, I think
Yeah.
you can go for Peaky Blinders. I think I've already made a reel on this, like movies recommendation.
Okay.
I have
You
made
have
a lot
watched
of
Peaky Blinders.
yeah, I've watched like I'm actually, I'm so interested in watching movies. If you're, if you're telling me to sit there
Okay.
for a whole day and if you tell me to watch movies and web series, I'll binge watch it all. So right now I'm rewatching the Friends again. Friends, right? Friends reunion just now it
Okay.
dropped. So
Yeah.
I'm rewatching Friends again
Hmm.
because I really love that, and I would recommend you this also because
Actually,
I think
you know what? Yeah, so I have watched Peaky Blinders, the entire episodes of every 5 seasons 3 times, 3 times I have
wow.
watched it.
How was I mean, yeah, how was the experience? Did you
Yeah,
watch it with subtitles? Did you understand it? Was there any difficulties?
yeah. For the first time when I saw, I didn't understand the plot entirely. I didn't understand anything because their English itself was different. They don't say my, they say me, me. They don't use my in that subtitle itself. And after asking any question, they say hey eh. They will add eh after that. Like what are you doing? Eh, like that. That was actually pretty interesting to see how because it's basically 1914 1920s story plot, and
It happened
I
in
don't think
Birmingham.
now people speak like yeah, but so I don't think people now talk like that in that slang. I don't know because and
Yeah, but
what are the
I'm
other
talking about
series?
vocabulary, right? I'm sure that you would
Hmm.
have come across
Yeah.
a lot of words which are actually new to you, and also the slang which they speak. The accent, the British accent, and stuff like that. So you might come across
Hmm.
people who are British, and at that time, if you're fumbling, if you don't know to understand what that person is talking about, I think that will be a mess there. So to improve that, I would suggest you
Yeah.
Peaky Blinders, and that is one of my favorite show. That's the reason I'm keeping it in the first place. And another one is Friends, and I'm sure that this Friends will definitely help you because it's not that the slang or the accent which people speak in that Friends. Obviously, you can use it in day to
Hmm.
day life conversation as well. And there are few words, and they refer
Hmm.
to few people, few things which is only which can only American people can relate. They might be able to relate more than us. But
Hmm.
if you want to improve your English also, you can definitely watch that. That will help you. And there are so
Hmm.
many web series
Hmm.
actually. If you are asking me suddenly, I'm not able to remember everything. This is a problem. You watch so many things, but then suddenly, if something actually, if people ask me, tell me your
Hmm.
favorite one, you actually kind of, you get confused. So I
You
think
blank out. Yeah, yeah. I get that.
there's a top two which I would like to
Yeah.
tell you, and there are a few more else, but then if I remember, I'll tell in the end of the session.
I saw in an interview, I think Steven Knights, he's the director of Peaky Blinders, and he said that he was very conscious with the British slang he used in the series because he had to broadcast it in America also, and Americans they were troubled to understand the language because we think that English is another language, and we just Indians don't understand that well. But even Americans, they felt very difficult to understand the the slang of British English. So, do you think that is really a thing, or that's just a director's opinion of you know?
No, obviously that's the thing, and the people who have acted in that Peaky Blinder, they themselves have practiced that accent. You know that, right? That's not their natural accent.
Mm,
They themselves have
yeah.
practiced. I saw a YouTube video that
Mm,
how the Peaky Blinders cast, developed that accent or slang, something like that. And then I was shocked. Means
yeah.
the actor's name. It's not coming to me. What's the actor's name? The main lead's name? Do you remember
Killian
it?
Murphy.
Yeah, yeah. That one, Cillian Murphy,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, something like that. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
person talks, I think, American slang. That person is American, I think, because
Yeah.
he acted in a movie
Mm.
just like Inception. And no, Interstellar, I think. Inception or Interstellar, I
Yeah.
don't remember.
No,
So at
Inception.
that time,
Inception. Mm.
Inception, yeah. So his accent was totally
Yeah.
different, But then after, just looking him in this Peaky
Mm.
Blinder, it was really kind of a different thing. So, and also I believe that, British accent, right? American people might not be able to understand it. And, the main reason is that they are just not used to it. And, if you're talking in your
Mm.
Indian accent to your American, right? To any of the American, they might not be able to understand few words because, you might stress in that or t something like that. You might stress few letters,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they don't do
Mm.
that. So at that time they might
Mm.
find it difficult to understand. So what happens is that from the childhood
Mm.
onwards, we are used to talk this you're used to talking this Indian pronunciation. Even though if you go on Google, right, if you go to Google and search a pronunciation for
Mm.
the word, there'll be three type of pronunciation. That is
Mm.
British accent, American accent, Indian English pronunciation. So there will be three kind of thing. So I speak in Indian accent, so it's not
Okay.
like people
Mm.
say me that I fake it and stuff like that. I'm faking my accent. This is the accent which I've been speaking for like almost
Yeah.
for almost 6 years, I can say. So I believe that
Mm.
you have to consume
Mm.
yourself. You have to always listen. You need to
Mm.
surround yourself with such
Mm.
accent, such slang to develop that. That's what I feel.
Mm. Mm. And uh, I think you definitely know about Shashi Tharoor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you say something about him, because I hope listeners would know about him much. So
Yeah. See, actually, I just know him. I don't know exactly like in detail about him and stuff like that. So you can actually say that
yeah.
he,
No,
no,
about
he
his English stuffs.
Yeah,
About his English.
actually, we have invented, I think, so many English words which people cannot relate at all. So when I, posted a reel on, I think, try to pronounce this word. I think that was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even I'm not able to pronounce it now. And another one is that pneumono-ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. These were the two words, two longest words which I posted in reel. And then one of my followers sent me that the Brute, Brute, there is a Instagram page called Brute. He sent me a video, and
Yeah.
then there was
Mm.
one girl. She was Malayali. I think Shashi Tharoor is also Malayali. That
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that girl actually, she said continuously, like I think it must have it consists of more than 100 letters, and then she was continuously saying it. It's almost like 50-second word. And then Shashi Tharoor was like, he was amazed, he
Mm.
was shocked that, like another Shashi Tharoor actually came into India and stuff like that. People were mocking them. But, even he was shocked. I
Mm.
actually, watched the recent Brute video, and it was so good, but
Mm.
the meaning of that word is it was some imaginary
Mm.
food she told about, which means I think she combined many food and then she made that word. That was the longest word.
Okay.
I will try to make a reel
Oh.
on that. Definitely, I will try to
Mm.
make a reel on that. And so that's what I feel. I think Shashi Tharoor is someone.
Yeah.
He's a politician also. I don't have much knowledge about his political side, but I
Yeah.
feel like he's someone who thinks that we have to be able to
Mm.
speak English, speak good English, and stuff like that. And his
Mm.
English is also so
Mm.
good. And I have learned so many things from him, that new words or about English and so many things. That's all I know about him, but in detail, if you ask me, I don't know much
Mm.
about him. So yeah.
Yeah. And what are the sources of your learning? Where do you learn? Like, definitely, as you said, confidence doesn't come by birth, and also language also doesn't come. We have to learn it, each and every bit of it. So what are the source of your learning? Like, you Google it, or you watch interviews, you read books.
I
What do you
think
do?
the source is my own experience, I can say, because yeah, confidence also I've been there. I've been someone who was underconfident, who didn't know to speak well, but then now I'm able to do it because I've experienced few things. Especially in this quarantine, I actually thought about, I explored my own self, like what are the skills I'm
Mm.
good at and stuff like that. How can I improve it? So I've invested time for myself. So that's when I realized that I can also be a help to people. And if you're asking me, obviously I love watching interviews also. I love, watching the conversations, especially celebrities, Bollywood celebrities and people like that. So I really love them, the way they interact. So you can say that I'm a fan of, few people who they consistently give interviews and stuff like that. So I've learned from that as well. And if you're talking about English, mostly I've learned just by watching movies. I'm a movie buff, so movie film, you can say whatever word you can say. I watch a lot of movies and web series and stuff like that. So what happens is that that's what I actually learn it. So the thing is that what you need to do is you need to observe things, you need to listen to the things. So yeah, that's the basic point I would like to tell you here. If you're observing that people, what they are doing, and how they are doing, that's one thing where you can learn from. And also I like to know about a few famous people, successful people, their journey. So for example, if someone is so famous, someone is so successful, I'll be googling that person, that how did that, from where did that person come, where is that person's origin, these kind of stuff. So especially, for example, if you're taking Bollywood celebrities, I will go back and I'll check how did they get their first film offer, before that film offer, what they were doing. So I like to know about the origin. Sorry. So at that time, what I feel is that many people have that opportunity to do something. Whatever opportunity or something. So for example, my cousin actually told me that you have to start a YouTube channel. That's when I realized. So I've had that, but there are few people who don't have that opportunity. So they might have talent, they might have skills and stuff like that, but they won't have that opportunity, so that they can be visible to the public. They can explore themselves and bring the best out of themselves. So I would like to know about that thing first. So that's the reason why I'm so interested in these people. Yeah, you can say that.
Again, I think coming out of their comfort zone is what most of students lack. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
And my next question, it's a difficult question. Top 3 movie recommendations, just 3 movie recommendations.
Okay, so like if you're asking science fiction or drama or thriller,
No, anything,
action.
whatever you like.
Okay, fine. So I really love Christopher Nolan's movie. So I would like to tell Interstellar. That's like my best one. Again, it comes to, yeah, it's a difficult question, but I'll try to answer it. Interstellar, I would like to say. And then there are so many movies. There are so many movies I can't remember.
Arrival. Have you watched it? Arrival.
I think I have actually. I think I must have watched it, but I don't exactly remember the name.
It's actually like aliens would land on Earth and they will try to communicate with humans. Like it will be a round. They will communicate in different way, and we have to understand their language. Humans will like the hero will take a few months to understand aliens' language.
Okay.
Once
So I
they
think
have
I don't
learnt
know
it,
about the movie. Okay.
yeah, I recommend
And
you
the
to watch
second
that
movie
because
is Predestination. Predestination. I love that movie.
yeah. So you watch
Mind-blowing
more
concept.
sci-fi movies.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love watching the science fiction movie because that is something. That's not normal, right? Because we see many kind of real life situations and stuff like that. But these kind of
Yeah.
fictional thing, I love more about it. Yeah.
And also, I think you have watched Inception. Like that's the real mind, like a mind-boggling movie. You don't understand after a point what's happening.
Yeah. And the
So
recent one I can say Tenet. Yeah, you can say that.
Tenet. Again, that's Christopher. Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
really. One part of the screen will go like that, other part will come like that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So actually, Jaya, it was very fun to talk to you and have a conversation. I think many college students would learn something, not learn, they can know what's there in the real world and how you have to prepare yourself to face that world. And I think, I don't have, I'm not getting the right word, to describe. It was very fun actually, and I will give all your links in the description. Listeners can check it out and do subscribe and follow her. Her reels are especially very good, And can you say that word, that lengthy word?
Okay.
Do you remember
Okay.
now?
So yeah, obviously the first word is
Yeah.
like excellent. You can say excellent. That is
Okay.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Okay. Uh, okay. The another word
Okay.
is lung disease. That is a lung. I think that is the longest word in English. That's a lung disease, and that is pronounced as pneumono-ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. That's how you pronounce it. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah.
And the Sashi Tharoor's
So
brute video I told, right? The video, the IGTV video,
yeah.
one Malayali girl. I'm gonna practice that and I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
make a reel on that as well.
Sure, definitely. I'm waiting to watch it. I have already watched your reels about that two words. And I'm eagerly waiting for that. And I hope I find that video first, so that actually I can learn that word and say. You know.
Yeah, okay. All the best.
So, thank you, Jaya. Yeah, yeah. It's thank you. I will give every link in the description, and people can follow her. So, thank you,
And
Jaya.
also,
Thank you.
yeah, thank you so much for inviting me, Lokesh. And this was a fun session. I had
Yeah.
to interact. That was really good. And I wish you all the best. I think you
Mm.
recently started. I just went through your profile. You've
Yeah.
Started your Instagram
Mm.
account like 3 to 4 months back, right? Or you have
Yeah. Yeah.
started it before? Yeah, okay, fine. So all the best for your journey. I'm sure that if you're being consistent, if you're hardworking, I'm sure that you can reach places. I'm sure that you can actually reach your dream. Actually, you can reach your goals. So all the best to you for that. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I would like to tell you. And finally,
Yeah.
thank you so much for inviting me. I had lots of fun.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.